I'm Alyx Parks, and I'm a guide with Calm Waters Fly Fishing. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about indicator fishing to really focus on mending and what's called line management. Line management is going to be one of the most important, if not the most important part of fly fishing. If you can't cast, if you can't manage what's going on underneath the water, it doesn't matter the type of fly that you tie, it doesn't matter how much time you are on the water, you've got to make sure that you're presenting the fly in an incredible way. So I'm going to give you a few tips. So what I'm doing here is my first cast, I drift the indicator enough so I know how much line that I want out into the water. It's okay to have one pass through to really understand how much depth and how much line you want to put out depending on the pool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mending and feeding some line out just to make sure that I am following my rod tip and following the indicator and making sure that fly is tumbling down the river. Now, if you get a little bit more confident, you can start doing some back casting to get it upriver, but you got to make sure that as you do that, you follow that indicator and make sure that fly is really looking like a hot little bug. Please make sure you take a step forward if you're feeling like you've covered enough water. You don't have to cast in the same spot every time. All you need to do is watch that little white ball, and if that bad boy sinks, you set that hook, and hopefully you got a fish on the other end. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a quick back cast, and I'm going to cast a little bit more upriver, and I'm going to mend the line upriver. As you can see, I'm continuing to follow, but watch that mend, watch that loop. I can even feed it out a little bit more if I'm continuously mending upriver. Now what this does is it really ensures your ability to follow that drift. The point is the bug is just falling down the river like it would naturally. And if you give up on the mend, then your drift runs short and you have 50% less chance of catching that badass fish. So we watch this again. You high stick, you move that fly line upriver. As soon as you start to get that fly line ahead of the indicator, you start mending upriver and you stretch out, do a little dance, and hopefully make a little love to a fish. Line management, really understanding where your line is, where you want to cast it, getting down and dirty with the water, and really just keeping an eye on mending upriver if you can. If you need to mend downriver, your line will tell you. People don't realize how often the river actually tells them exactly what they need to do. The sport can be very technical, but if you're just following nature, you'll find that rhythm if you practice.